Alright, so another trade breakdown. This is a trade that I took the other week on EU. Caught the longs in the London session, so I'm just going to break it down and review it. So on the higher time frame, on the 4 hour, we can see that the overall trend is bearish. Price is clearly pushing down here with some big impulsive moves to the downside. Price is now correcting. As we can see, we're starting to form bullish market structure with higher highs and higher lows. And if we pull out the fib, we'll go from this swing high up here down to this swing low at the bottom. We can see that we've just tapped into the 50% level. However, I would expect and would like price to continue a bit higher. And I've marked out this area of support and resistance. We can see it's been used for support, resistance, support multiple times. So that's a good area for price to come back to then sell off again. So that's what I'm waiting for. And that's the reason I'm looking for longs, short-term longs, to then ultimately sell off from around this area. So back down onto the 15-minute. And this is what I was looking at in the morning. Around 7 o'clock here, price started to make this bullish move to the upside, breaking some structure to the left hand side. And if we go down to the 5-minute, this is where I marked up my zone. So we've got these 3 bullish candles here, making a push up. And if we look left, we can see here we've broke structure. And we've left this demand zone here. So this is the zone that I had marked out. Basically, I was waiting for price to come and tap into the zone, show me an entry, and then I'd take a position from there if it presented itself. So we had price fall down, and as you can see, it just tapped into my zone. However, after price tapped in the zone, it did make a push up, and that's when I went down onto the 1-minute. Let's get rid of this for a minute. Went down onto the 1-minute, and after price tapped the zone here, made this big push up, and also just about started to break structure when this candle formed here. I know it turned bearish and we came back down, but for me, I'd consider that good enough. On the lower time frames anyway. So after this slight push up from the zone, I got on my fib again, and then went from this low up to this high that it made, and then I was basically waiting to see if price respected the fib and gave a rejection around this zone, and if it did, I was going to take a position from there. As you can see, price came down and then gave this nice bullish engulfing candle, and that's exactly where I entered. Once this candle closed, got in there. For my stop loss, I had my stops below the demand zone just to be safe. It was about a 5.8 or a 6 pip stop loss. And then back on the 5-minute, for my targets, I was just targeting a 1 to 3, as I do with all my other trades. So yeah, price did come down and give the zone another little tap here, but then ultimately just shot up and hit my TP. So yeah, that was a trade I took, long on EU, basically using supply and demand and also including the fib tool with it, just to give me extra confidence that price is gonna respect it and carry on going up. So yeah, that was a pretty textbook trade, and one that I've been taking a lot recently and has been providing me with some decent results.